G'day, Dave here, the Enlightened Plumber, with today's quote, which is, "Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. This is from Warren Buffett. So let's break this one down. Okay, habits. Habits can be good, they can be bad. But habits are the features of our lives, mine, yours, everybody's lives, that drive us, that create the results that we get. It is all based on habits. And our habits typically are based on our thoughts and what we think of ourselves and everything else. Now, most of habits that we have are subconscious. They are things that we do that we are unaware of. Right now, most of the things I do, I am not conscious of. I am aware that I'm unconscious of them. Most of them, I should say. It's not every habit. There are a lot of things that I do, and it's dawned on me at some point, why am I doing this? This doesn't make, there's no sense that I'm doing it for this particular reason. Or maybe that there has, or there was, and it made sense at that moment in time, but now I've just carried on doing it and it doesn't make any purpose. And that's sort of where this goes in, that they are too light to be felt. So what it means from that is that a habit can start on anything, from anywhere, at any time. A habit is very sinewy. It kind of moves in. Well, tomorrow I'm going to make a change and I'm going to start turning left when I get out of the driveway. I'm just going to turn that on. And the plan is, you know what, maybe it's because I did that the other day and I happened to see some nice decorations on someone's house, or I saw the sunshine or the sunrise coming through the trees around that side of the crescent or whatever it is, where I just haven't seen that before. So I did it one day because for whatever reason, or I was making a change, boom, there it is. And it's like, you know what, that was actually really nice. And I kind of head out about the same time every day. So why don't I do that? And then I can enjoy that. Well, for things like that, that might make sense. Now, that might not make any sense at all. Maybe that by me doing that, I'm enjoying a view here, but what it means is I now have to spend another half hour on the road, which I haven't actually figured out yet, that just my turning that way is making that different. But either way, I've become a habit. Now, that could be great while I'm here. And even if it doesn't have any negative impacts whatsoever, I now have that habit of turning left out of the driveway. And I do it for a reason. Well, that reason doesn't actually apply if I leave at different times of the day. But now I still do it because that's become a habit and I haven't noticed. Well, what happens if I move to a new area, a new house, new something else, and I turn left every day because that's been my habit for 14 years or something? Now I'm doing this thing for no particular reason. There's no benefit. There may not be a negative, but maybe there is. Maybe that by turning that way, because it's just automatic and I've never ever turned right out of the drive, it's just a crazy thing. But the whole point of that is that the habits are light. So we can do things for a reason, don't make any sense for most of the other applications, but they just carry on and we naturally do them. And that's what we do. This could be opening the fridge every morning, because usually I'll go and grab milk. We'll say I'm going to go off dairy and not have milk anymore. Maybe I'm going to change my whole morning routine. I don't need milk. Therefore, I don't need to go to the fridge. So why would I then be in a habit of opening the fridge door every morning and look in there and go, well, I don't know, I'm not seeing anything I like, close it. And I do it every day. Well, that's just a habit. So it can be anything, absolutely anything you think about, right? Which side do you put your foot in your trousers or your stockings or whatever on in the morning? Or maybe which foot do you tie your laces on? It's a habit, it's just a routine. Innocent, maybe a problem, maybe not. But they're so light. So then the idea is, the other end of this is that until they're too heavy to be broken. So if we have a bad habit, and the bad habit could be that I've walked into work and I've been in a location that I don't like. So I walk in, I'm like, and I don't want to be there because I'm tired, I'm working, maybe I'm working 2 jobs, whatever. And so I start walking to work and I'm looking all horrible and whatever. That's my habit now. So when I get out of the car in the morning, at the next place I work, which I really enjoy, I've got into the habit of, I'm now miserable when I go to work. So I get out of my car and I go, oh, no, no, and I'm miserable. Now that one could be a very innocent sort of habit that goes on, doesn't seem to be any obvious things from it. But now I've got multiple years of going to that job, which in fact I actually like, but my habit is that I get out of my car miserable and upset that I've got to go to work. And that's actually quite a common one for a lot of people, is that work is supposed to be work and it's supposed to be a chore, so I've got to be unhappy when I go there. So everybody's miserable when they get out of the cars. Not everybody, but a lot of people. And so everybody sees everybody else coming to work looking miserable. And now there's this culture of everybody's miserable and unhappy at this job for no reason other than the fact they all get out of their cars miserable from the fact they got to go to work. Okay, well, is that a good one? Well, by the time anybody realizes that, that's such a hard habit to break that now it's become a societal thing. And how do we get out of that? Oh, well, work's terrible. Why is it terrible? Because everybody gets out of the car unhappy, but everybody likes their job, right? Or so they say. So it's kind of a weird one. So this is deep. Anyway, I'm kind of well over my time here now. But chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. So the important rule on this one, this is from Warren Buffett, and hey, myself, Dave, the Enlightened Plumber. So for this one here, take a good look at the habits you do, the routines that you do. Find out if they're serving you. And if they're not, break them immediately. Just do something else. Find something to replace them. And if they're good, carry on. Do them. Find more that are good. Take care. See you on the next one.